Alexis Ohanian, the co-founder of Reddit and husband of tennis superstar Serena Williams, recently revealed that he has been diagnosed with Lyme disease, a development that took him by surprise. Ohanian, who was 41 years old, shared details about his diagnosis in a series of posts on X, formerly Twitter, on Tuesday. He explained that after undergoing a comprehensive array of medical procedures and health scans, including a full battery of tests, he received the diagnosis despite not exhibiting any symptoms. Ohanian is set to begin treatment for Lyme disease, and in his posts, he provided insight into his health status, noting that while his good cholesterol levels are too low and his bad cholesterol is only moderately acceptable, there are some positive aspects, as well as free testosterone levels are notably high. Although he has a family history of Lyme disease, the diagnosis was unexpected for him, as he did not consider himself at high risk due to his geographic location. He recounted that a loved one had previously battled Lyme disease with significant symptoms, and only a test had confirmed the diagnosis after an extended period. Ohanian expressed surprise because he rarely spends time in wilderness areas, which are often associated with higher risks of tick bites. To address his diagnosis, Ohanian plans to start a course of antibiotics and remains optimistic about managing the condition. He urged his 563,000 followers to seek professional medical advice rather than relying on his experience for health guidance. The Mayo Clinic defines Lyme disease as an illness caused by the bacterium Borrelia burgdorferi, typically transmitted to humans through the bite of an infected tick. While ticks capable of carrying the bacterium are present in many parts of the United States, Lyme disease is most common in the upper Midwest, Northeast, and Mid-Atlantic regions, and it is also prevalent in Europe and parts of Canada. People who spend time in grassy, brushy, or wooded areas where ticks are common are at higher risk, and preventative measures include avoiding tick bites when outdoors. According to the CDC, approximately 476,000 people in the U.S. may be diagnosed and treated for Lyme disease each year. Most cases are treated effectively with a course of antibiotics lasting from 10 to 14 days, and early treatment usually leads to a swift and complete recovery. However, Lyme disease has been a contentious subject, with the American Medical Association's January 2023 report highlighting the lack of evidence-based guidelines for managing persistent symptoms and the challenges posed by misinformation. The report noted that some individuals may misinterpret persistent symptoms as indicative of Lyme disease, even if they have never been formally diagnosed. Grace Marks, an epidemiologist with the CDC's Vector-Borne Disease Division, pointed out that the clinical picture of Lyme disease becomes less clear when patients present without typical symptoms but report ongoing issues. The term chronic Lyme disease is often used broadly and may include individuals who have never had a definitive diagnosis of acute Lyme disease. Ohanian is among several notable figures who have publicly discussed their experiences with Lyme disease. Yolanda Hadid and her daughter Bella Hadid, stars of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, have both been vocal about their struggles with the illness. Yolanda Hadid in particular spoke about her profound depression and debilitating symptoms in an interview with British Vogue in February 2021. Bella Hadid revealed undergoing 100 days of treatment for a condition she had battled for nearly 15 years. Musician Justin Bieber also shared his Lyme disease diagnosis in January 2020 and disclosed that in addition to Lyme disease, he had suffered from chronic mononucleosis, which had affected his skin-brain function, energy levels, and overall health. Bieber faced public criticism for his appearance, which he attributed to these health issues. Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian, who are parents to two daughters, Olympia aged 6 and Adira River aged 11 months, recently attended the ESPY Awards in Los Angeles. At the event, Williams made headlines for her comments regarding NFL kicker Harrison Butker, which were a reaction to his controversial graduation speech in May 2024 at Benedictine College. The couple's love story began with their serendipitous meeting in Rome and culminated in a fairy tale wedding on November 16, 2017, in New Orleans. The lavish ceremony was attended by numerous celebrities, including Beyoncé, Kim Kardashian, and fellow tennis stars, and was themed around Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Williams wore a stunning Alexander McQueen gown, and the celebration featured a carousel and an impressive guest list. Their daughter, Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr., born in September 2017, was a part of the special day, making it even more memorable. Despite their seemingly perfect relationship, Williams and Ohanian have faced significant challenges. Williams's health complications during her pregnancy and postpartum period, including a pulmonary embolism and multiple surgeries, were particularly trying, and Ohanian's unwavering support during this period highlighted his commitment to their family. Balancing their high-profile careers, Williams with her demanding tennis schedule and Ohanian with his commitments to Reddit and other ventures has also been a challenge, as the couple has had to manage their time effectively to be present for each other and their daughters. Williams and Ohanian have not been immune to controversies and public scrutiny. Williams has faced criticism and sexism throughout her career, and her relationship with Ohanian has sometimes been the subject of media and public speculation. Notably, Williams was penalized for alleged coaching during the U.S. Open final against Naomi Osaka in 2018, which led to a heated exchange with the umpire and a loss for Williams. Ohanian publicly defended his wife, criticizing what many viewed as sexist and unfair treatment. Ohanian himself has faced scrutiny over Reddit's role in hosting controversial content, and as co-founder, he has been held accountable for the platform's moderation policies.